So something that I deeply, deeply, deeply believe in, and something that I live my life by, is I want to go to the edge of everything that's possible. And what that means is every desire, every dream, everything that comes to me, not what I see other people doing, not because someone's doing X, I now want to do X, but the actual dreams and desires that I feel in my heart. I'm like, I want to go to the edge of that dream. I want to actualize that dream. And I really believe so deeply that what we can dream of, what we can imagine, there's a path to actualizing those dreams. It's like it's a calling that you feel. The dreams that exist within your mind, there are potential realities where those dreams have ignited. And this is not just like a woo-woo inspirational talk. This is like a deep grounded knowing of like, how could a dream come to your mind if there wasn't a path to actualize it? Right. And this is where mentorship is incredible because so often you can have a dream and then you can go and work with someone that is to an extent actualize that dream. Or they can see parts of your potential and they can wake them up, they can ignite them. It's like I believe a lot of our potential, it lies dormant until someone or something ignites that. And it could be anything that ignites it. It could be a video, it could be a mentor, it could be a book that you read, it could be seeing someone else's dream going, I didn't even know that that was a dream of mine. And now I've seen that. I want to go do it. And this is where life becomes this beautiful journey and this beautiful experience. It's why I just don't believe in like waiting to do things, unless sometimes I do feel that there's timing. Like there are things that I want to do, and I'm like, that's just not the right timing for me right now, or there's not an opportunity to do it right now. It doesn't mean I'm not actualizing the dream. It's just like, if I know everything and anything is possible, then like I trust that in my lifetime, I'll get to touch that, I'll get to experience that, I'll get to walk to that. But how often just even think you close up dreams or ideas because they're crazy? There are things in my heart that I want to do that are crazy. Like I want to go into space. And I feel like that is more of a potential now. I feel like I may be waiting for some of the tests to be done. I'm waiting for it to become a little bit more like it's more of a, you don't have to be working with NASA, or I don't even know how I would do that yet, but I'm like, sometime in my life, I want to go to space. Like, I just want to do that. And some people are like, that's crazy, but I'm like, that's just one of my dreams. There are things in my life that I want to do where I wouldn't even tell people because I'm like, these sound crazy, but to me, I'm just like, I know one time I'll touch these. I know one time I'll do these. I want to produce a movie. I want to write like a kid's book. I want to write more books, and I'm already doing that. But it's like there are things in my life where I'm like, I don't need to know when I'm going to do this. But what I do need to do is to always listen to the dreams and the desires and make sure that like if I'm going to live a life that's full of experiences, it doesn't need to be I'm not looking for a life that is, this is going to make me cry. I don't want a life that is like perfect. I don't need that. And I don't know why that brings up a lot of emotion for me. I don't need a life that's happy all the time. I understand duality. I've been through big things as of so have you. We've all been through big things in our life. I don't need a life that promises me constant fulfillment all the time because I know like some of the hardest things that you're going to go through are some of the biggest catalysts in your life. They redirect you. But I know for my life, I want to go to the edge and feel it all. And it's something that I really believe in is like when you decide to have it all, it means having it all. I haven't shared this before. Um, just wasn't, I didn't need to share it, but I'll share it now with you guys, is my mom came to stay with me. Oh, I don't know why I'm crying. She came to stay with me for 4 days, and it was the most like incredible time. And I just loved it. Like it was amazing. I loved it so much. We had so much fun. And then she left, and it's like I'm gonna see her again. But I just there was a night where, not the first night she left, but the second night, I was just thinking about the time we had together. And I was just crying. Like I just was feeling so much like love. And I said to my partner, I was like, this is the thing with love. Like when you love someone so deeply, when they're not there, you feel the loss a lot more. And I would rather love someone so deeply and open up my heart and give them everything I've got to love with than to like distance myself. And I feel that with everything. I feel that with my business. I'd rather give it everything. I would rather, with my clients, open up my heart. And there have been times where I've closed my heart. There have been times where I really did close my heart because I'd been hurt before or things had happened. But I've really come to the other side, and it's like I would rather open my heart, and if I get hurt, I'll deal with that. I'll be okay. But I just don't in my lifetime think it's necessary to really close off because maybe one day I'll get hurt, because if that happens, I'll be okay. But what I do want to do is make sure that I get to the end of my life, whenever that is. And I'm so proud of everything that I did. I'm so proud of who I was. I'm so proud of things in my life that I've experienced and touched. And so I want you to think about this. And this is a big thing, is what does going to the edge of everything that's possible feel like and look like for you? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Like, what are the dreams that live within you that you're like, one day I could maybe do that? What if you went and wrote the book? Or what if you went and launched the business? What if you went and traveled the world? Like, what does it feel like to go to the edge of the world? Do you know what that's like? Have you left your town? Have you left your country? When was the last time you took yourself out for dinner and you just dated yourself, or you just spent time with yourself and you spent time with your thoughts and time with your mind? It's going to look different for everyone. And this is the thing, it looks different for everyone's dreams. They're so different. But if you've got something in your heart that's big, it's like, why not go and see what exists on the other side of that? And like I said, there's timing. There's like timing. There's timing with things. There are things where I'm like, I want to do this, but not right now. And I'm okay with that. There are things in my business that I want to do, and I'm like, okay, like, do I do that now or do I do that in a few months' time? When I can give myself more time, more focus, more dedication. But this is the lens in which I really see my life, as like, I don't need to have a purpose in life. I think that's a very overrated, like, you need to have a purpose. It's like, my purpose is to go to the edge of Rebecca Statham, to experience everything I can, even when it's hard, even when it's sad, even when I get disappointed. Like, I know I'll be okay. And so if you knew you were always going to be okay because you are, what would you do? How would you move? What things would you experience? And this is where, like, when you have these desires, these dreams, like, you've got to listen to them. There's a way that you actualize them. I don't know the way. I don't know the way because your path will look different to mine, but you can leverage pieces of my path. You can leverage my belief. You can leverage anything that you want to. When you hear me talk, when you hear, if you follow me on Instagram, if you read the stories that I share, if you read the content that I share, you can leverage pieces. If you're in my work, if you're in my world, if you're in the experience, like, you get such close access to me with everything that you unlock. But it's like, do what you've got to do to find the path, because it exists. But the only way it doesn't exist is when you shut it all off. And it's just like, you get to decide. There's no right way or wrong way to do this thing called life. Like, you get to decide how you want to experience it. But it is an experience. And remember, when you have it all, you have it all. The good times, the sad times, the hard times, the tough times, like, it's all there for you. I did not expect that emotion to come out, but when I talk about your content is alive, this is what I mean. Like, there's no script. There's no script that I'm following. It's just like what's actually alive within you, and you never know what's going to come out. I love you guys. What a journey this has been. It's been a journey. So contemplate this. See who you are on the other side. dare to go beyond the limits. There's so much magic when you tap into this.